Amelia Earhart, the Skunk Works, and Lockheed. This was early product placement for Lockheed at Disneyland. Let's check out this segment from an upcoming episode of The Best of California with Pat Pattison. Blasting off.
Here we see a carefree 39-year-old Earhart, just before her June 1st departure. Al Bresnick is there to capture the moment in a photo shoot at Burbank Airport in California.
I'm here at my favorite airport, Hollywood Burbank, and I'm thrilled to be talking to the guy that runs everything, Frank Miller, Executive Director of the Hollywood Pasadena Glendale Airport Authority. Is that
Close.
right?
Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena Airport Authority.
I knew I was going to get that wrong, but Frank, thanks for being here. And This is a historic place. And we're standing right next to the original control tower.
Yes.
And you were saying it was built in...
This terminal building with the air traffic control tower opened in May in 1930.
Wow. And then there goes an airplane. So it was built in 1930. Now, is that when the airport opened? Is that the...
That's when it started operations here as the airport for Los Angeles.
Okay, and my understanding is this used to be the biggest airport in LA for many, many years.
It was the only airport in LA for a lot of years.
The history of this place, though, I know Amelia Earhart started her trip here?
Yes.
Her last trip, wow.
Yeah.
And there's still a hangar here that she had?
There is a hangar, we call it Hangar 2, and that was the hangar that she operated out of. And there's a picture in one of the rooms downstairs of Amelia Earhart and the Lockheed brothers.
Wow.
A lot of the connection with the aviation, history, not only for Southern California, but for the entire country.
Yeah, and then we were promoters of California industry, and Lockheed owned the airport for a period of time.
They
right?
did. They were the original operator during World War II. We have what we call the Skunk Works property, where the P-38 and other aircraft were built here. So both from a commercial airline standpoint, the military, again, just full of history.
Yeah, so you could make more money just turning this place into a museum. Just forget about the place.
We could, yes.
Particularly the Skunk Works. I've always wanted to see that. So tell us a little bit. I mean, this is, like I said, this is my favorite airport. You can come in, you go out in the tarmac to get in the plane still. I mean, it's just such a great feeling. But I know you're bursting at the seams.
Yes.
What are the plans going forward? What's happening?
Well, we have a project in the works. We call it the Replacement Terminal Program.
Okay.
After 91 years, we felt that it was time for us to look at a new facility.
You're just rushing things, right?
We are, But actually, part of it is that over the years and with how we've experienced the changes in aircraft and the requirements to handle those aircraft, the FAA, how they now have regulations as to how you build a terminal facility, how close to the runway you can be. Yeah. We are so much closer to the runway than what is now allowed by the FAA.
Okay.
So it's really a safety issue for us.
Sure.
Not only that, but a building that was never designed to accommodate the earthquakes that happen in Southern California. Yeah. So it's definitely a time for us to do something. Yes, and so we will be building a replacement terminal. It'll be the same number of gates, but we're moving it to a different location where we can now be in compliance with the FAA and at the same time provide for that customer experience that we want to continue to have for the passengers. Yeah.
And I grew up in Orange County, so it's a little bit like what happened to John Wayne in terms of here's this cute, quaint airport, but it's a bottleneck and it's not safe. So, and is it my understanding the new terminal is close by?
Yes, if you look just behind you at the air traffic control tower, on the other side of the tower is where the new terminal will be located.
We'll show that. That's great. So how many names does this airport have?
I think we're on the 5th, maybe the 6th.
Is going to stop?
It was Union Air Terminal. It was Lockheed Air Terminal. It was Hollywood Burbank Airport in the 60s. It was the Burbank Glendale Pasadena Airport. and then it was the Bob Hope
Bob
Airport.
Hope
Now,
Airport.
officially, the name is still Bob Hope.
Right.
But what we did about 4 years ago was to rebrand the airport, Hollywood Burbank, and that's to let people know exactly where this airport
That
is
makes total sense.
and how it serves the LA area.
Yeah. Well, Frank Miller, thank you for your time. So one of the things Frank Miller promised us is that we get to keep the jetways. One of the things I love about Burbank is getting on and off the airplane on the tarmac on the jetways. I feel like Casablanca, like Ingrid Bergman going up to the plane. This is the historic, romantic part of Hollywood Burbank, and it's going to stay. We love that.